Jets 1-0. But the question is, Travis, how do the Bills go 1-0 this week? And you told me you struggled to come up with kind of a game plan because
I just struggled. I was having a brain fart because realistically, the Bills shouldn't have a hard time with the Broncos, but here we are.
you know they're gonna.
Let's get to the keys of the game, shall we?
Keys to the game, my favorite time. Are you gonna jump into yours first? Do you want me to jump into mine?
Let's go one by one.
All right.
I'll go first, and then you go, and then
All
we,
All right, let's alternate.
So, offense needs to come together fast. Don't play around with Denver. There should be no reason why we don't beat them 34-6. There should be absolutely no reason.
Mm-hmm.
That offense needs to come out firing because that defense isn't there. Josh should be spreading the ball around and just playing like Josh again, playing fun, playing carefree.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Get the ball to your playmakers. And when I say that, get the ball to your playmakers, get the ball to Stephon Diggs. Yeah, okay. Get the ball to Dalton Kincaid. Dalton Kincaid right now, he's on fire. Dalton Kincaid is easily the number two option right now.
Definitely.
And if not, he's playing like the number one option right now because he's getting open. And I understand Stephon Diggs is the number one option. Defenses are going to respect him a lot more than Dalton Kincaid right now because Stephon Diggs is Stephon Diggs. But get the ball to Dalton Kincaid. All right, you guys coming off of a 10-reception, 81-yard performance. Let's continue it. This has been 3 weeks in a row where we've seen a lot of love for Dalton Kincaid, and I don't think that should shy away.
I also have keep feeding Kincaid and others, like I alluded to from the key before. Get others involved. Perfect week to go out and just spread the wealth. We're still waiting on Sherfield. Get him involved. Get Deontay involved. You got playmakers of all different suits. Get them involved. This is the perfect week for it.
Right, okay. I'm going to flip things over to the other side of the ball. You know, this defense, they're being held out like this defense is right now Swiss cheese, man. There's so many holes all over the place because there's injuries. We don't even know if Micah Hyde's going to be able to go this week.
He went down 2 times.
Micah Hyde, that's a scary. I'm going to be honest with you. I love Micah Hyde. I love Jordan Poyer. I love the tandem. I mean, obviously, I have the utmost respect for the two ever since they've been in Buffalo. They've been in Buffalo for a long time now. They've done great things. It's a solid football team. I'm excited. I get excited seeing them on the field together. But the tandem is not what it was. All right? Micah Hyde scares me because I think he's very injury prone. I mean, I'm very worried about that. I understand he's the last year of his contract. And then the other thing I'm going to say, it just feels like Jordan Poyer is not the same player as what he was. I just feel like he's playing a little bit slower. And I'm not calling these guys out because they are usually the biggest rocks as far as what the defense has consistently week in and week out. But I just need the Bills defense to get after Russell Wilson. That defensive line, Von Miller, where you at? I'm calling Von Miller out right now. Von Miller, you're getting paid a lot of money, and I understand you're coming off of that ACL injury. You're a little bit over a year removed from an ACL injury. No, not even. Von Miller tore his ACL on Thanksgiving, right?
Yep.
It's not. So he's a little bit less than a year removed. So he came back a little bit earlier than probably people expected. But I need you to start gelling and playing like the player that you're supposed to be. I understand you're coming off of a pretty crazy injury in your mid-30s, but start to make a difference, man, because he's coming off of a game where he had a huge tackle in his hands that he missed. So I need that defense line to come through, but I need Von Miller to play like Von Miller.
I got one more offensive key before I switch to the defense. You said before, we're not a run team, but here's good for the Bills. The Broncos are 32nd, last in the league in rush defense.
Run the ball.
This is a perfect week to spread the wealth and run the ball. Get on the same page with your offense before you play next week and go in the bye, and then you play that gauntlet. Get a feel of what – I know it's week 9, and you shouldn't be getting a feel for your offense now, but this is the perfect week for it. Get a feel for that offense and just continue.
Okay.
Now here's my defense. Clean them tackles up. Bottom line, bunch of arm tackling go around, and Tyrell Dotson is the dude for it. The dude arm tackles like crazy, and he's constantly getting beat
Yeah, I don't like
and
Tyrell
missing
Dotson.
tackles. He's the one guy I see when I think of cleaning them tackles up. He just can't tackle.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Tyrell Dotson. Never was a fan of Tyrell Dotson. Probably won't ever be a fan of Tyrell Dotson. I would say he's the one person on defense that absolutely pisses me off. That being said,
He's a
I
special
agree.
teamer, and that's okay.
I agree. I'm gonna say that the defense has to clean it up. A lot of missed tackles, and like I already alluded to with Von Miller, he had a huge missed tackle, and he aided in the press conference as far as owning up to it. But they got to clean it up on defense as far as the tackling. I mean, the tackling just get after the quarterback, man. But this is a game that's tough. Like I mean, you made a great point. Like this is a game where we really shouldn't have to get that deep into it. But here we are. We find ourselves 5-4. Have to get it deep into it before a very important game.